What's going on, everyone? My name is CJ and welcome back to Exotic Nootropics. Today we're doing another monthly update. This is your update for May, I believe. I'm not currently sure on what the date is. We are going to be changing the way that we do these a little bit because they're just a little bit too long. We want to keep them more action-packed, so I'm only going to go over things that have developed and changed over the past month. So the first thing we're going to look at is something that was actually done today. So these Rebecca Sopas, they've been cut off the main plant. I think you know about that. And they got repot into sphagnum moss, but they're now at the point where they've got roots. And because of that, I want them to be in a much more stable media. So we changed them into our main media. So right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there is a fifth one down there. There you go. 4 and 5 right there. So that is a quick update on the Rebecca Sopa cuttings. So that's been quite successful. I think we lost about 4 cuttings and successfully grew 5. So that's really good. And then this was a basil that we took before, which again has been repot into the main media that we use. There's been a lot of repotting going on. So this Zacriana, I believe it's a Zacriana, has also been repot into the main media. That was in a tiny pot before. So that should now start to grow a little bit better, which is great. We've got the Jack Linear crossed with Spatulata, I think it is. I don't know where the label's gone. Clearly it's not been put back in. But basil is doing amazingly well on that. This plant's doing incredibly well. And it is vining massively. It's given up on pictures and it's vining. I believe it's the same update as last, but the basil is taking a lot of energy right now from the plant. And when we start getting those upper pictures, I think this is going to start being really impressive because that energy is all of a sudden going to go into the pictures. Next to that, we have a new picture, which is, see if I can do this. You have seen it a little bit. Just gonna try and get you down in there. Boom! That is a Raja cross Vichi, and it is a perfect example of a Raja cross Vichi as well. That bright lipstick red peristome with that green body and a green lid. I mean, the contrast is insane on it. That's a really, really nice picture. You can see a YouTube short that we put up so that you can see a bit of the size. It is a big old picture. Quite hard to portray in video. One other thing that we had to do with this enclosure is one of the fans died, so we had to basically upgrade to a double fan setup, and these are just running at the top, making sure that the airflow is going around so that nothing starts to mold because of the humidity. And I think it's actually going to do a lot better with that double fan because it's a lot more power. So more air movement going on in here now. Right here is the Nepenthes mojito. And again, we've got a bit of an update with this one. Some YouTube shorts have been put out just updating on this. But look at this picture. It is crazy big. This is my hand for comparison. It is a huge, huge picture. This actually has been fed with mice now. That is how big it is. It's got 2 mice inside it. And that is how it's going to be getting its nutrition. So that is crazy. This plant should be putting out pictures this size from now on. Previously, it's kind of been stepping up. So it went from like that size there to that size down there, which you can see through the window, which is slightly bigger. And then this absolute colossal monster right here. Even more updates in the Nepenthes world then. We've got this huge Saboyanensis. It's putting out some incredible pictures. You can see that massive one there. If you want to see the size of it, check out the YouTube short. You can see it's absolutely massive anyway. Putting out even more pictures. There's one down here. Again, that's going to be big. It's just growing. I have no idea what size it's going to get to. Then we've got this Jamban, which I thought was going to really struggle, but is now putting out a picture. So that picture is now actually completely out and fertilized. I don't know why I said it's putting it out, but that jamban has managed to survive and is putting out another picture. You can see right there in frame. So that's doing great. Then here we've got a, what is this? Down here, hard to get to with the camera, is a Cebuenensis lowii, putting out a nice picture. It does have another picture, but I can't get to it / can't see. Oh, I see it, it's right there. So boom, does have another picture. That's Cebuenensis crossed lowii. So that's doing really well. When that grows bigger, it's going to be insane to see how that cross works, especially with the uppers. So that's a crazy one. Right down here, we've got a Burbage, or Burbigier. I call it a Burbage. Look at that incredible color on that. That is so, so beautiful. If I can get the picture to flip around, I will do it. That is not that picture. This is really a jungle in this place right now. So where is that? That's coming off there. Let's see. Do it without snapping a tendril. There we go. Look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful Burbage. I love the creamy colours of the Burbage. It's one of my favourite plants. Definitely was on the bucket list. And now we've got a decent size one as well. That's a pretty large picture. You know, it's not tiny, but it's not massive. It's like in between. Doing really well, that. And it's starting to vine. So hopefully we start to get a couple of mid pictures pretty soon. Down here, we've got a Burbage Robcantlii. And this is the first time I've seen a picture looking like this. It's very, very Robcantlii coloured. Really dark. And it's actually a big picture as well. It's the biggest one that it's put out. Very, very woody. So it's awesome to see that growing, because it's been stagnant for quite a while. But the picture looks completely different to what they looked like before, which is a very interesting change. I've actually just noticed this lowii has put out a massive new picture as well. This is lowii crossed ventricosa. It's really cool to see that getting even larger pictures. The Aloe suprafoliata is actually really growing quite well. I think we showed this in the last update as well. Still getting bigger and bigger, which I'm actually surprised about because I have no idea what I'm doing with cacti. So very happy with that one. The passion fruit vine is vining up towards the natural light, which is what I want, which is great. I'm not going to show you outside. So hopefully that will hit the window and continues to grow that way. And then I don't have to worry so much about the grow light being on it all the time. Next to that is the dragon fruit, which again has been growing out. Probably about time to chop these two off and make new dragon fruit actually. I might do that today, just while I'm looking through things. In the new Nepenthes box, the potting up continues. So multiple of these plants were in much smaller pots. So we've got like a Raja there, another Raja there. That is an, oh, what is that? It's hard to tell now, too many plants. That is an Ovata in this one. Then we've got a Truncata right there, which really needed potting up. That was almost root bound, very, very close. So perfect time to repot. Another Vichi cross Raja. Should be a really cool one when it puts out new pictures. You can see a big leaf jump there, so that's awesome. This Ame down here is absolutely losing its mind. It put up this picture, which I can only imagine is a mid picture because the peristem's flared, and it's been flared for weeks and weeks and weeks, no changes. And that's a big old picture as well, if I can show you the whole thing. See, it's quite a big old picture, that. So that's doing incredibly well. And look at this damn leaf jump. It doesn't fit anymore. So it's gone from those tiny, tiny leaves there to this. So again, I keep creating more space, but again, running out of space. One thing that's awesome that's happened here is this Jack Linear has finally popped a picture. So again, that has been fertilized. Beautiful picture. Bright red lipstick picture. This is the plant that it's come from. You can see a video of us repotting this if you go through some of our videos. That's really cool to see. The Platykyla continues its bounce back. So we've got this big old picture down here, which I think I showed you before. And then within this Hamata Platykyla plant, which honestly looks awesome on its own, we have another pure Platykyla just growing underneath it because space and all that, you know. So plants are on top of each other, so it's now growing on top of the Hamata Platykyla pot. Lots and lots of pictures on the Hamata Platykyla, which is awesome. And the basil down there is kind of, the basil down here is kind of being squished a bit, but is putting out new leaves, getting ready to picture. The lighting for these is terrible right now because it's later in the day, but I thought I'd close this out with our main money maker, which is the Drosera aliciae. They're all over the place. We've got plenty of those and millions of seeds coming. So that is this month's update. Thank you very much for watching. As I said, my name is CJ. This is Exotic Nootropics, and we will see you guys in the next video. Please keep an eye out for the YouTube shorts. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, and you'll keep updated with everything. We've got some awesome pictures coming up, and they're just surprising us constantly at this point.